Welcome to another video on my channel, this one about shop safety. I've received a number of questions in my woodworking videos about these shutoff switches that I have across my shop. I have them for my table saw and joiner. I have one for my planer, and I have one here for my lathe. So these route power through a specialized switch, and I'll show you a picture here. Comes up through and comes into a specialized switch again. These are not standard light switches. You need to buy these, and I'll post some pictures. I run them into snap lock cables for another set of safety. So snap locks are available from good electric supply houses, and they go in and twist. They're also called twist locks. So this switch has two cables that run out of it through very heavy gauge cord. And when the switch is off, even if it's plugged in, you get no power whatsoever to the unit itself, be it the lathe or the table saw. And this alleviates any issue that you might have leaning up against a piece of equipment or having a plumber or someone else who's in your shop, or if you're cleaning the tool or setting up the lathe or putting a dado stack on. There's absolutely no chance of you pushing power through by leaning up against a switch on the machinery itself. I want to stress here in showing you these various switches, which you can buy at good electric supply stores, sometimes at a big box store, that you need to be very confident in what you're doing. You need to follow codes. My main line was run from the panel, 10 gauge wire, to a box by my electrician. I really don't advise anybody to go into a panel box with circuit breakers. I'd advise you to contact an electrician no matter what you do. So these are the switches that you can buy, some examples of them, they're various brands. What you're looking for is an industrial 30 amp 240 to 277 volt switch, which is going to allow for the two hots and a single ground that you have in 240 voltage equipment. Or you can buy a 20 amp in 110 if you have smaller bandsaws or even a smaller table saw to give you that extra level of protection. But again, please always contact a licensed electrician to do this kind of work. It's very dangerous to go into panel boxes. This is another one of my master power shutoff switches in my shop. So the power comes out of the wall into this switch. These are both in metal boxes, and the power runs through the switch to the outlet. This is a 20 amp 240 line, but this means that I don't have to unplug the machines if I'm changing knives, if I'm cleaning it, if I'm reaching my hand up because the dust collection slot is clogged. What it really allows me to do is not only shut off the machine through the large red shutoff switch, which I'll show you in a second, but also knowing that that switch is down and is far away from the machine itself, that there's no chance of turning it on. So I'm going to pan back and show you. This is my Powermatic 8-inch joiner. It has a helicoid head, but you'll see that that switch is dead right now. Only when I turn it on do you see that it is now live, and I can turn it on. And when I turn it off, it's absolutely impossible for that switch to get power and allows me that extra level of safety. I try to shut these switches off whenever I'm not working on it, and certainly when I leave for the day, I will see all the switches in the off position and know that if someone else comes into the shop, I do not have to worry about someone accidentally leaning up against a piece of equipment. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Send questions. I love answering them, and there'll be more videos to come.